Hey, g'day, this is Julian, Seery, Gude, and you're watching Local Knowledge. Now, today we're going to continue on with our series on what every small business should know about how to run your small business website using WordPress. Now, we've already covered a couple of previous lessons, how to log into WordPress, and I've also given you a full tour of the WordPress dashboard with the principal idea of giving you an idea of the main areas you're going to end up interacting with, such as posts and pages. Today, our lesson is going to focus in on how you actually add a post. Right, this is the main way you're going to keep your website fresh and up to date so you can increase your search engine rankings and get more free leads from Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and everyone else that has a search engine, right? This is free marketing. It's called elbow grease marketing, right? It's your own time and effort invested in your business. It's the same way you've made every other area of your small business successful. You've got in there, you've done it yourself, and you've applied your own knowledge, you've learned new tricks, you've learned new skills, and that's exactly what we're doing here right now. So the video tutorial today will show you how to add a post. We're going to click on this in just a second. I will point out though that the big thing that I'm going to do, other than showing you a nice quick workflow on how to make a WordPress post, I'm also going to be including really valuable information about search engine optimization and local search engine optimization, alright? Because every post is an opportunity to include keywords about your products and services that describe your business, and by including those keywords in your post in a thoughtful, smart way, and again I'm going to share those with you, you're going to make your posts much more relevant for the search engines, and therefore your entire site will have better search engine rankings. So if somebody types in soccer coaching, that's the example we're going to be using today. This is a soccer coaching website. If they type in anything to do with that, if you have 100 posts on your website about soccer coaching, guess what? Google's going to know you have a well-ranked or well-organized site that's designed to help people with soccer coaching. Alright, now we're on the WordPress dashboard. I've already highlighted that we're going to be clicking on posts. Let's just go ahead and click on posts. And you're going to see a listing of all of our existing posts that are already up. The most current one is shown at top. That's called reverse chronological order. Today we're going to be adding a new post, so I'm going to click on Add New. Now, if you can't see this for any reason, I want to encourage you to either use YouTube or blip.tv. For example, if you go to blip.tv and look for Local Nation, you'll find that we have a full screen version of this. So if you're just watching this in a small version on our website, you can see a much bigger version that lets you see the whole desktop really well by going to one of our channels like YouTube and Blip TV. Now, you'll notice that the cursor is blinking in this area. This is actually the post title. Now, if I could just type. That's the post title. Let's think of it also as a post headline, right? This is the headline. If you were reading the New York Times online, this is the headline. If you come down into this area here, this is the body area where you're going to add in your text and you're going to add in your pictures and you'll do all your formatting. Before we jump into there, I'm going to point out this little button right here that says Show Hide Kitchen Sink. When we first came in, you noticed that we had two lines of bars on our formatting toolbar. That's obviously to control the formatting of our text. However, by default, WordPress only shows you one. Most people never know about the second row of formatting toolbars. And you need to know, because there's some specific things in here that help with search engine optimization that are really, really important. So, make sure when you come into your post that you click on the Show Hide Kitchen Sink button. Once you've done that, it will always be there when you write future posts. Now, I'm ready to start typing. The typical structure of a post would be a headline. You might include a subheadline. You would have some paragraph text. Alright? And you might have a photo and things of that nature. That's the basic structure. And in terms of formatting things, this works just like Microsoft Word, so I won't spend too much time talking about that. You would highlight the text and then you would do something like click on the bold button. Or you would highlight this text and you would do the italicized button. You understand how to do this already. Just be aware that we have lots of formatting for different controls like the bulleted list, the number bulleted list. This is for quotation marks around quotes that you might want to include in your post, left, center, and right alignment. These little chains indicate a link to another page on your website. So if you're talking about something and say, here's a new product, here's a new service, it's related to XYZ, use a link and point people there so people can just surf right over to that other page. You can also point to external websites as well. Don't forget your spell checker. You always want to do that. And there's that button I just showed you. Feel free to explore all of these. The other big one that I'll recommend is, so many of you like to write your posts in Word. If you do that and then paste your text into WordPress, all these strange characters will come onto your website when you actually hit the publish button, which is right over here. The way to avoid that is to paste your text into this little area which says paste from Word. Then you would come down and there's an insert button and you would click on insert. So any of you Word users out there, make sure to use that button. Again, you wouldn't even know this existed unless you clicked on the show hide kitchen sink. Now that I've shown you the basic idea around formatting, I just want to point out some other buttons here. We have a save draft button. That's good to use, but keep in mind WordPress will back up your post every few minutes automatically. We have a preview button, which, as the name suggests, lets you see what your post is going to look like before you publish it. You have a publish button. The other thing I want you to be familiar with are these areas are called tags, which is right here, and categories. Now, let's just cover these right now. I'm going to click on both Coach's Corner and Soccer Coaching. Coach's Corner just happens to be the name of the blog for this particular website. It doesn't have any kind of keyword in it. It's a descriptor that's really for marketing purposes. However, the one right below it is a theme that this person is going to continually write about: soccer coaching. Every one of their posts is about soccer coaching because this is a soccer coaching website. That's the service that they sell. You probably have similar keywords that you're going to always be writing about because that describes your business. Alright, so soccer coaching is a category because you can use it again and again and again. Now, tags. Tags work the same way in the sense that they describe your content, but you should use tags to describe content that's transient, meaning you're only using it or it's only relevant for what you're writing on that post. We'll give you an example of that in just a minute.